Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are at the 2025 Texas Trucking Show in Houston, Texas.
We are in Houston, Texas, indoors with AC, which is very important in Houston, Texas.
Very, very important. We had to wash the truck outside. It was less than fun.
Yes, but we're all inside here. We're going to walk around. The show has been really busy this year, and we've not gotten a ton of time. But we got up this morning. We're walking around. We're going to show you guys as many of the trucks as we can
before the show gets started.
Yeah, before it gets too busy. So stay tuned, guys. This is a fun video.
Let's go. All right. So the first truck we're going to be looking at here, Brian, is a orange 389 tanker combo.
Yeah, it is. Kind of pretty dang nice truck.
It honestly is. They really nailed the color combination, I think, because they did a pretty good job at matching the truck and the tanker together.
Oh yeah. So one thing I kind of immediately noticed was their light bracket's pretty cool. And this whole thing's painted. They painted the chassis. Definitely not factory paint. Fifth wheel slide cover's nice. That's a lot of paint to do that trailer.
Yeah. I mean, we've only ever painted one trailer. I wonder how much they had to disassemble. What?
We painted two.
Oh yeah.
I mean Chad's, but it was only the rails.
I guess I was thinking tanks.
Tanks. We only done one tank, which was a lot.
We've only ever done the one tank, and it was a big job.
It looks really nice though.
It does look good.
This limited Ford's freaking pretty dang nice.
Yeah. The F450.
Got some JTX wheels on it. It's just paper.
All right, Brian, so how do you feel about the white 389 here?
This is a beautiful truck.
I don't know if you've looked real close at the paint, but it's not factory.
No, it's definitely not factory paint. If you look at how slick the paint job is on this, and it's a pearl white, like it's
yeah, it's like that color you used to see on like Escalades and stuff.
Yep.
It's a very pearly white color. It looks pretty dang awesome. I don't know if you saw the name of it.
What's the name?
I like it. It's On the Gas.
On the Gas. And they did nice, like look at the wiring. So they did the nice loom on all your wiring back behind here, so it's all nice and clean looking. Painted boxes, tanks.
Whoa, look at his fifth wheel mount.
Yeah, they've got it picked up. It's pretty nice.
Guess I just needed to get it a little higher.
Yeah, so they'll do that a bunch, depending on what you're hauling with trucks. I've seen that more and more. Those are pretty big. A lot of the ones I've seen are only like maybe an inch, inch and a half or something. But instead of putting a huge riser on it, they just pick the whole plate up. It's got the big whole wheels on it.
Put the drive shaft cover.
That's a really nice truck. You see they got a fuel door right here.
Nice.
So the tanks are like all pushed in there.
Yep.
And you can open up that little door and put fuel in it. Pretty slick unit.
And right here behind you, Big Rig Barbie's posted up.
They got her cleaned up. She looks good. I do like the white and purple.
It does look good.
So guys, if you're watching this video and you wonder, when we start going around, you'll see all these trucks have tape on the fuel caps. That's a thing that they require you to do inside the show here by the fire marshal.
Yeah.
We had to tape up all of the fuel caps so that they knew that they checked that they didn't have a bunch of fuel. You can't come into the show. If you ever do an indoor show and you've never done an indoor show, when you get here, make sure you don't have a lot of fuel in your truck, or you're going to be dumping fuel out somewhere.
We didn't dump it out on the ground, just for the record. We had a friend in the area who came over and pumped our tanks, put it into his tanks.
But we showed up with a little bit too much fuel, which we know better, but it just kind of forgot. And then,
honestly, it was because the truck got better fuel mileage coming down than we anticipated.
But yeah, so if you got too much fuel, they're not going to let you in. They usually can only get in here if you have to have a quarter tank or less. And we definitely did not have a quarter tank when we got here. I like how the stripes go through the breather.
Oh yeah. Strapless breather. Very nice. Very nice. I like their logo here.
Yep.
Where they did the custom oval.
It's an 01 379. And then this truck was here last year, Tommy, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That thing's wild. You imagine polishing that?
No, I could
so
not.
Much work. No, I could not. I would
I
not
would
want to. But it's a really good looking truck. And we got a heavy haul over here. We don't have a lot of time this morning before everybody starts getting here. It's going to start getting pretty busy, so we're going to have to kind of go through the trucks a little bit fast.
Yeah.
How about this chain rack?
You know, I've been looking at that the entire show, wondering if that's going to...
They've polished it.
Yeah, they've polished the chains.
Yeah. I mean, big old winch on that thing.
Huge winch. What do you think they do with that thing?
I don't know. Ton of lights on it. I mean, these guys, this is a work truck. I mean, they spent a lot of time getting this thing cleaned up to bring it inside and make a nice display out of it. I mean, the fact they went through and cleaned up their chains and they're leaving them hanging out to sea. I mean, they took a lot of time to really get this truck dialed in to bring inside the show. It's pretty awesome. 10-inch stacks on it. The things are freaking huge. Huge stacks.
Big stovepipes.
Nice unit. We got all day yesterday we were checking out. They're all driving the RC semis through the show. Everybody always loves that. It's a good time. The kids love watching it. They're pretty neat. They're very detailed.
I mean, there's a lot of detail that goes into these RCs, and like you said, the little truck parades they were doing all day long was pretty dang cool.
Mm-hmm.
And every time they would do a little RC truck parade, everybody was pretty pumped about it.
Oh yeah, it was pretty neat.
Hey Brian, look, here's some familiar faces.
Hey, we know those guys.
Action Resources.
Yeah.
These guys are based out of Birmingham.
They got that truck from us.
Yeah, pretty dang cool guys.
Yep.
We've actually got a video that we went and did with them. Did a ride along with one of their drivers and come and checked out their terminal in Birmingham and talked to them a little bit about how they go about driver recruitment and what they do. Pretty cool company.
Yep. Hey, go this way, Tommy. So we got these three back over here. I've been wanting to look at this truck in person. I didn't get to yesterday. We'll start with the Kenworth and then we'll go to Southern Transport's truck, but the color combo on this thing is really cool. You got big Kenworth W9.
Studio sleeper. Huge amount of space.
The sleeper in this thing is, yeah, all the space you could want. All right, so looking at Southern Transport's truck here. I had to find Joe and ask him what the color, I forget what he told me what this color was called, but it's It's a really cool color, and it's kind of green. It's kind of not green.
Is it gray or is it green?
Yeah.
Because it looks
or
green
it's like
to
a
me.
green gold brown. I don't know. I don't know what you call this color, but it is a super unique color. But the color combo, Tommy, the black and we don't know what to call this color. I'm sure people tell us comments, what do you think the color is? We're gonna find Joe, and later on in the video, we're gonna, like at the end of this video, we're gonna find Joe, we're gonna get the color information on this. I really love the color.
I think it's better that we all just guess. I want to see in the comments what everybody calls this.
But I like, they've done a lot of cool different things here, like with the grill. They've done the grill bars to match how the lights are on the top.
Lights, yeah.
But they painted the grill bars the color of the truck, and then the grill itself is black. The single square 379 lights look good.
But see, when that color's sitting on black, like it's not a super heavy contrast. So those grill bars, like they look black like from across the way.
Yep.
And then you get up on them and you realize they're the same color as the truck.
It's a really nice subtle deal. You got the double J brackets were painted. I mean, it's a nice 379. I mean, this is a
super nice.
This is going to be one of the last years of a 379 because it's got the 389 door handles, it's got the newer dash in it, but you still got, you know, the window up here goes straight across where a 379 or 389 would have an angle coming down, and it's got the, you know, obviously a 379 hood because it's a 379, but it was a lot of work to get a truck to this level, being an older truck for sure. I like it a lot. It's a really nice unit.
Oh yeah.
All right, and then we got another winch truck.
I still really want to know what they use the winches for. Is like,
We need to find somebody.
Yeah, yeah. Is this a like a logging application style thing? I feel like we asked somebody that in one of our videos once.
And we just forgot again.
Yeah.
I know in Texas, the winch truck thing's a pretty big deal. I've seen a lot of them.
Yeah.
And then over here we got go around this way. Burt's Ranch Services. A lot of paint match on this truck. Looks good.
A whole lot less to polish.
I like that.
I do too. That's actually really nice.
It looks great. That's a good looking color too. Got a Pride
Risky
and
business.
Class. Hurricane Express.
How do you feel about that visor, Brian? That is a lot of windshield space.
It's a big visor.
That is a big visor.
Check out the cab sleeper panels. They got all the watermelon lights in it. These are all trucks lights on
nice.
this one. But it's like you got the original cab sleeper panels are from the Pride and Class setup, and then they just added another panel in here and put the watermelon lights down it, which is pretty cool. And look, in the frame's got a gazillion button lights under there. I bet this thing lights up pretty good in the evenings.
I bet it does. But it glows.
Oh yeah. And we got cab over with Snoopy on it. The headlight bezels are carbon fiber.
Oh, that's cool.
Real nice truck. Got another 379 deal here. It's got different window chops with the curve to it.
Yeah.
Pretty neat. Painted half fenders on it. This thing is like old school cool. He's got the turbo wing on it and everything.
Come, go look at the gear shifter.
The gear shifter? Reflection's messing with me here. Oh yeah. I like this. This is a cool truck. The big old turbo wing. You don't see those a lot on trucks anymore.
No, yeah, it's definitely kind of an old school thing.
Yep.
And then lining the entire bumper and lights.
Yep. Definitely like
This really
the
has
complete classic look for.
this really does have like a very cool old school vibe to it.
Yeah.
Like if this truck was running down the road in like 1995,
Yeah.
this would have been the coolest thing on the road. Period.
Oh yeah. I like it. It's a neat truck.
Very nostalgic.
Dash Point Distributing. This is a 389. Got the 379 double square lights in it. That grill looks nice. There's some cool touches with this. The light bars are painted.
Yep.
All the clear lights, painted visor, painted window chops, cab sleeper panels. Sits low.
Well, wonder how loud the train horns are.
I'm gonna say those are pretty loud.
I
There's
bet you
5
can hear
horns on
them.
that dude. Painted the rear hubs and put chrome caps and everything. That's a nice look too.
How about the green machine down there, Brian?
The Green Machine.
This is something I've not seen many people do, is paint their fifth wheel.
Yeah, but listen, you know, if it's a work truck and you got to get ready for a show, you can make it look nice
Yeah.
until he hooks the trailer back up to it.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I really want to know if he has a like a different top plate he sticks on for shows.
You could do like one of those like slick plates on there.
Yeah. Because I mean, you know, switching out a top plate doesn't take a ton of work, and you know he's got.
Oh,
the
you mean
stainless-
just take the whole top plate off?
Yeah, and he's got the stainless bolts there,
Yeah.
and it looks like the pins have been removed. So like that's what I was curious is like if there's like a top plate.
He just
It's
swaps
like-
them out.
Yeah, just swap out the top plate for shows, because that looks really good. He either doesn't work this truck a lot, or there's definitely an additional top plate that he
Yeah.
uses.
They painted the whole def tank. That looks good.
Yeah, that does look good. And I might be biased, but I really, really like the color. I'm a huge fan of green.
Kenworth's pretty neat.
Got you an old one there.
Wonder what year that is.
Probably around a 1962.
You think it's a 62 model?
Yeah, something like
You
that.
would know it. You would know it was a 62 model if you knew anything about Kenworth, because you know it was a 1962 if you looked at the lens. You can tell that the lens is aged, and by how far it's turned less orange will give you an indication of what year the truck actually is. And being that I'm going to say that that's about a half an inch, you're probably right. It would definitely be probably a 1962.
Yeah, I mean, we tell the age of trucks. It's similar to carbon dating.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, very similar to carbon dating. I mean, oh golly, it's so ridiculous. Seeing the window in here.
Yeah.
Looks pretty nice. The only thing about doing the videos early in the morning is all the trucks are locked up.
Yeah. And very few of the owners are around. There's a few of them, but not many.
So check this out. What is going on with that, Tommy? Comes all the way up here. What in the world are we doing with that? we're discussing this thing. Well, there's no discussion. We're just actually staring at it, trying to figure this out. I'm not 100% certain.
I wonder if that's like an old school auxiliary power.
I mean, it runs.
Dude, there's some old timers watching this video right now, like
Laughing
these
at us.
big dumb idiots.
This is another thing I want to find out. This has something to do with alignment, though, because if you look, Tommy, this deal comes across here and it's connected to the axle. They're both connected to the axle, so it has something. It has something to do with the axle placement or alignment. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
Like-
that's how the suspension is mounted, or that like it is the suspension, more or less.
It's pretty wild.
That is nuts. Brian, I bet this truck rides great.
I mean, I'm trying to wrap my head around how the
I don't think it has anything to do with the alignment.
you might, yeah.
I think that's just your suspension setup, like, because that's how it's mounted to the frame, because there's no other mounting points.
Right. Pretty wild. Completely different than anything I've ever seen.
I've never seen this setup before.
Huh.
That's pretty nuts. I mean, good for him for keeping it that way. A lot of the guys, whenever they do oh, Brian, check this out.
There's another one.
A lot of the guys, whenever they're doing these restorations,
This one's easier to see. It's way out.
yeah, they'll do cutoffs and change all this. These guys left it. Brian, what do you notice about this frame?
What do I notice about the frame? Oh, it's an aluminum frame.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty wild.
Not a lot of aluminum frame trucks hanging out.
No. Huh.
That's pretty cool.
It's a pretty neat truck. Definitely a pretty neat truck. And down here we got a couple Kenworths, couple Macs. That thing is a pretty serious truck.
That is a very serious truck.
Look at the skid plate. Like this dude's like all kinds of heavy duty. The freaking springs in it looks like they'd hold up the Empire State Building. Hey Tommy, what could you put on the bed?
Whatever you wanted to, Brian.
Is that what I was gonna say? This thing's just a complete hoss. I mean, the back of this, like, this is some serious heavy duty equipment here. You got a nice roller. We were kind of talking about this. This is a pretty light duty truck. I don't think you wouldn't really put a whole lot of weight on here, would you?
Oh yeah.
So in a little bit in the video, we'll go over here. These guys built a really cool 589 we're gonna go check out soon.
I'm gonna put a drop suspension on it. Airbag suspension.
Airbag. I'm just thinking the skid plate. You could just drive over about whatever was in your way.
Yeah. Just go right over it.
All right, see you around.
See you in a minute.
Like, this truck's wild.
It is pretty crazy. Like, again, I wonder what it's like driving it, because only just because of how high you set up in the cab. I mean, you're like 8 foot off the ground.
I mean, even there's
Sitting up there.
like the cab protector off this headache rack thing with the winch, and
It's pretty serious.
like it's all super heavy duty. That's a wild truck. I wonder what it's got in there for an engine.
I don't know.
Can you tell what it is?
Can't tell. No, it's
Yeah.
a little bit too dark.
It's such a that's a serious rig. This was here last year, I'm pretty sure. It's a really good looking unit. It's got a matching trailer and everything. Got another Kenworth.
Lots of Kenworths in this pile over here.
Yeah, you got one Peterbilt, 3 Kenworths. Start over here. This one's low. The Kenworths look cool when they're bagged. Got the tire all tucked up in the fender.
Yeah, it was. I mean, the Kenworths just have so much more definition around the fender.
Uh-huh.
They just stick out real wide.
Cool looking truck. Hey, wait, this guy's got a belt.
I was about to say, it says American Boxing Federation, and he's got some gloves up there.
So I'm gonna say that, like, if you're at the truck stop, don't pick a fight with this guy.
Yeah, it's probably a bad idea.
Probably a bad idea. He probably knows a thing or two you don't.
He's probably going to sleep you on the first hit, just because he knows how to.
Just 'cause I like that color blue too, it's different. Got us a Peterbilt 379. That stripe job's nice. The red, black, and gold looks freaking so good together.
You just can't miss with red and black. I mean, you could have almost outlined that black in any color, and it was going to look good.
Give it about another 30 minutes, this place is going to be packed with people.
Oh yeah, you know, the attendance this year was actually really awesome. So last year there was a good attendance to the truck show here, the Texas Truck Show, and this year I actually got a video of it. I'm gonna put it in our Instagram stories. I was just walking around. It was elbows to elbows. There was hardly any standing room in the aisles.
Oh, I mean, I was covered up all day long just talking to people. It was pretty.
It's pretty nutty, man.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
This is a wild paint job.
Yeah, this one was up by the front door last year.
Yep.
Or up by the door that we came in, not the front door.
Suicide door, see the door handle.
Yep. Even on the sleeper.
Pretty cool. Big hole wheels on this one.
There's been some time and some love into this build.
Oh yeah. The flat top stand-up look too is awesome. Just got that bigger definition between the, sleeper and the cab.
Yeah.
It always looks cool.
Gives it more of an old school kind of look to it.
Mm-hmm. C&C Logistics. I've always really liked this cab sleeper combo on the Kenworths.
Man, the Kenworth to Peterbilt ratio at this show is
We're outnumbered.
it's pretty crazy. We're gonna have to
Currently,
go
we're
around.
outnumbered.
We're gonna have to go around and look. This is there's a lot of Kenworths.
Yeah. This is a really pretty truck.
Brian, I have a question. When's the last truck show you've been to that the Kenworths outnumbered the Peterbilts?
It's usually a Peterbilt kind of a show. Most places you go to. I feel like as we've been looking through here, I feel like we've got more Kenworths than Peterbilts for sure.
Okay, yep.
So one I've been wanting to check out. We got all these to go look at, but I want to go look at Dominguez's truck because they've done some. They're still building it. And they're taking it
Yeah.
out as they're working on it, but they've done some really cool stuff with this truck.
And they've been bringing it to shows and kind of displaying it.
And every time you see it, it's a little bit more.
Yeah, they do a little bit more to it every time.
So something I had thought about a while back was always doing a two-tone frame, inside one color, outside another color. And when I seen them post this online, I was like, oh, I really want to go see this in person now. There's like, they're calling this the Miami Vice truck, I believe. And I just love how they've gone and done pink inside the frame and then the light blue on the outside. Pretty neat little touch.
So it is a real pain restoring old trucks, but one thing I love about doing an older truck versus doing the newer ones is it's pretty easy to keep the engine bay clean.
Yeah, you don't have anything.
There's not near as much wiring and sensors and things of that nature to get around. So of course this engine hasn't been wired yet, but still yet.
Once it is, there's still not a lot to do.
Yeah, there's not a lot of wiring that they're going to have to hide.
Yeah, I really like how they've done this chassis. If you go back here, Tommy, they've shaved the whole frame. And then same deal. You see how they made these covers in here?
Yep.
To hide all their lines. It's a really nice touch too. I feel like they're proud. Like, I don't know if they're putting a deck plate on this. We'll have to just kind of wait and see. Like they've been kind of doing a little bit here and there.
It looks like they're definitely putting a deck plate on.
That's what I'm thinking.
That has to be what that channel is for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sets down in there.
They've done quite a lot. It's almost a shame. It was kind of even like on the PDI truck. It was like I didn't really want to. Sometimes you didn't want to put some stuff together so people could see what they're not going to see when the truck's done once you cover the deck plate and stuff up. It's kind of neat that they're showing the truck off like this in stages. So when it's all put together, people kind of appreciate what all happened.
Yeah,
you know?
the different, how much detail is in this parts you can't see.
Even like the crossmember cover stainless right here, so now you got a reflection back and you can see
How about the
rear end
lines in the
chunks and
sleeper?
stuff. I mean, it's
Brian,
just a really
what
cool
the lines
setup.
in the sleeper?
Yeah, the whole back of the sleeper is pleated.
On the side of it?
Yeah. You notice how many rivets are not in this also, which is cool?
Yeah. The dash is going to be super neat when they're done with it.
I haven't seen in there.
It's like a 359 style dash, and then over on the passenger side, it's like they've left a huge space open for like a touch screen over there.
Oh yeah. Shave the door handles on it. Can't get in. Nothing to. This will be a neat truck when it's finished. It is black and purple T680.
But mostly black.
But mostly black. Notice they've done the wheels black, but left they polished just the outer edge there. It's pretty neat. Oh, look, Tommy, a Peterbilt.
Finally, we found one. It's got the old style logo on it.
That's a good looking truck. It is a very old looking truck.
So that they've got the Peterbilt oval whole wheels, but they've had somebody widen them out a little bit.
Yep, they're definitely bigger.
Large oval wheels. Apollo's Trucking Corporation out of Humble, Texas.
I like the bus glass. I mean, this truck's got the old school vibe to it. Super clean. I really like the wheels on this. Did you see the covers on the fenders, Tommy?
Yeah.
Those are really nice. Even kind of keeps with the contour of the fender and everything.
You know, having them on the front and back Kind of makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I mean, that's where most of your rocks and debris and everything else are coming up. And
Yep.
you get sandblasting. You can take that dude off. It's stainless. You can sand it and put it back on. Those are really nice covers, though. This truck's around a lot. This is one of the trucks that's with Dominguez.
Yeah.
Because he was in Florida too.
Yeah.
This is a wild truck.
This is pretty nuts. Yeah. This has got that airbag kit on it where the truck rocks back and forth.
Yeah.
You know what's funny, Brian? So I don't know how much truth there is to this, but I've heard that rocking back and forth thing is really big in the truck scene in Mexico.
Yeah.
And
I've seen some videos online.
I was watching it, and I was like, me and another guy at 75 Chrome was talking about it, and I was like, man, that's pretty wild that like this truck is rocking back and forth. And he's like, oh yeah, man, it's really popular down in Mexico. And here's what happens: is they'll put two trucks side by side, and the goal is to make them rock together. And you can't,
but if you mess up.
Yeah, but if you mess up, they like tap each other, like the trucks will hit each other. And they said you kind of have to be real and like in sync with each other. And so they have these little rocking competitions, and it's like you have
I wouldn't do it.
You have to stay in sync with the guy next to you, or your stacks
you're banging
are gonna,
sleepers or stacks or something.
Yeah.
No, I'm out. I'm not tearing my truck up.
No,
that's wild.
I'd never heard of it before, and he was saying that's kind of like that's the thing.
Basically, just you need a bunch of air, some big airlines, and big valves.
Yep.
And it'll dump and fill up pretty quick. Hey, you want to do this little row and then go back over that way?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't. What is that? What is this? Is a
T660. I think.
No, it's not 6.
It was either a T600 or a T660.
600.
Right? 600.
It'd be a 600.
Okay.
Right?
I don't know a lot about Kenworth, Brian.
Oh, neither.
I do know there's a T600, a T660, and then there was a T680.
It's definitely not a 680.
It's definitely not a 680. We know that much.
Bumper's pretty wild.
Yeah. It's a big, heavy bumper.
Now this is a service truck. Like, real nice. Booms painted to match. They even painted the welder to match.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like how they've done their power leads to it. I mean, like, this is pretty legit. Air compressors painted to match. It's a nice unit. I'd have to have 2 sets of clothes.
Their generator Hobbs meter is showing 0 hours, 0.1 hours on the Hobbs meter.
Yeah. Well, I kind of figured it probably hadn't worked because if you look at the, I mean, this is a brand new build, and the
chassis is brand new.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then, I mean, listen, this doesn't have a mark in it anywhere.
So this is either their show baby or they've yet to use it.
I can tell you this: if you're using it, there's 2 sets of clothes going in this truck. There's clothes to drive and clothes to work.
And clothes to work.
Man, it's a sharp unit. This is different. So he's got lights in the visor, horns on the roof. That visor style, I don't think I've ever seen a visor like that. Pretty neat. It's got super singles on the back, Tommy.
Whoa. Been a while since I've seen that.
Yeah. This one's got diamond window in it. Pretty cool. Got Mario in the window. I like that bracket too. That's a nice bracket.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat mirror bracket.
Those breather chops are super chopped. They're like this big. That looks nice. Even the grill's different. That's a cool grill. Okay, these colors are cool together. This is like a really light green and a darker green. I like the small spot mirrors.
Oh yeah. Cleans the mirror brackets up pretty good.
That's a pretty nice setup. Green bug shield on there. Very old school looking truck. It is the 389, so again, like they've done a good job at kind of making it old school. The stainless, oh, it's got the stainless wipers on it. Those look great. Huh. I'm gonna say 19, we'll say it's a 97, 98 model.
Yeah.
Am I close?
Yeah, you're very close.
You're so close.
Sure. I think you'd be a lot closer to 57 or 58.
Listen, if I don't know, I'm just gonna guess it really, really bad.
Yeah, it's going to be way off. Oh, look, they got the firing order in the side of the cylinder heads.
Yeah.
153624.
That's pretty cool. Lubrifiner. Anything in there giving away the year model, Tommy?
Not really. There's a serial number and a VIN tag. No data manufacturing on it, though. It is a Peterbilt model 281. That's what it says.
This one's also an aluminum frame. Pretty neat. And what we got here? Wow, look at the back of this frame.
Yeah, I saw that when we was walking by a second ago.
Well, that's pretty cool.
I'm excited to see the interior here. This looks pretty bright.
It's nice.
You got to be pretty confident in your ability to stay clean to drive a truck with
This color.
a really light interior.
Got an N14 in it. That's pretty cool.
Because the valve covers aren't red.
But it says it right here, Tommy. It says
It's.
N14.
I think they're jerking your chain there, Brian.
It's like, if you paint a cat engine red, does it make it a Cummins?
You know, we've painted them red before.
Uh-huh.
We've had customers order trucks with N14s a long time ago, obviously, and wanted us to paint the engine yellow.
Did it run any different?
I don't think so.
What else we got? Oh, we got let's see, we talked about this one here.
What about the exhaust pipe out the hood?
That's pretty wild.
Is that for intake or what is that?
I'm kind of wondering the same thing. Without opening the hood, it's hard to say. I mean,
The only reason I ask is because there's
the exhaust
there's
is going over there, but
no there's no soot or residue coming
it's not
out of the pipe.
It's definitely not the exhaust. Let's see if we can zoom in here and see down in there anyway. I can't really tell, Tommy.
I'm gonna say that's definitely an intake pipe, right?
I guess. It's different. We'll have to come back over here later and see if they got the hood open. I actually really want to know.
Now I want to know, right?
Yeah.
Because you can't just like go between, the filters and go directly into the turbo. That's
I mean, well, you can for a little while.
It'll last for a bit.
I don't think you make it back to Tennessee in real good shape.
Unless you just have like so much heat on the inside of the engine, it's just going to burn up anything it catches other than a bird.
The lights on the steps pretty cool. That's different.
Semi-Stampede.
September 26th and 28th.
All right, Brian.
I've heard about this.
I think we're going to get answers if we go there because on the picture, there's a Kenworth with another hood scoop.
I'm going to say this is probably going for the whole drags thing.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard about this. It would be neat to go see that show. I believe they're doing the loaded drags too.
Yeah, it's like the loaded diesel drags.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says Ohio's only Quebec-style uphill semi-truck drag racing.
It'd be pretty cool to see. Yeah, that's what this dude's doing. We'll have to definitely come back over here and find this thing when the hood's open.
Brian, whenever I read the poster, I said UNC's. I think it was supposed to be Unc's Fall Brawl. I think that's what they were going for.
Why?
I don't know. Just the way I read it on the paper. I don't think it's UNC because that's University of North Carolina, right? And it's in Ohio.
Well, it might. Well, I don't know.
I think it's supposed to be Unc's Fall Brawl.
All right, we got some more to go check out down this way. I'm not getting into that. I got no clue.
I don't either. I don't know. I'm making assumptions here.
None of this shit.
All right, so this 589 is a pretty neat truck, Tommy.
It is, yeah. Macias Customs.
There's some pretty neat things that are done on this that are very different. I mean, it's pretty dang neat.
That is a really cool looking truck. You could start with the fact that the breather is strapless, or the fact that they've got painted exhaust clamps.
There's no straps on the fuel tanks.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
How do you accomplish that?
So it looks like they've got the factory bracket mounted upside down. It's gonna have to have bolted into the tank somehow. Would be my guess. That's pretty wild. So built a bracket here, it comes down. Your factory tank bracket's mounted upside down, comes and hangs out underneath it. Definitely different. All right, Tommy, it is getting busier this morning, but we got the lights on this truck. It looks awesome lit up.
It does.
Got purple underglow.
So the purple underglow with the purple interior lights, is a pretty neat combination. It'd be really cool to see this truck at night. I like
For
how
sure.
they put the underglow underneath the half fenders.
Yep. Yeah, in the dark, this thing would definitely look really cool.
Yeah, just because of the throw pattern of those watermelons
Yep.
would be just super cool to see. But you can see it on the ground already, and it's
Yeah.
like really bright in here.
Oh, that's pretty neat. I like it.
Looks pretty dang cool.
Yeah. And they've got the, they got the bigger oval hole wheels on here. The
Yeah.
22.5 with the bigger hole is cool too. I like the Oilers. That's a neat deal.
All right, guys, we have found Joe, Truck Show Joe. I know you guys have probably already left comments on what color you actually think this is, but we're about to find out. Joe,
Oh, hey, guys,
man,
what's up?
we've been looking for you.
We have questions.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to know what color is the truck here.
I cannot give out that information on live television.
Listen, we need to know. The world needs to know. Is it a green?
Just tell us, is it green or is it gray?
Is it olive? Is it what? Like what? What is?
So
the
let's talk about it. I will tell you what it is. It is sarsaparilla sage.
sarsaparilla? Is that going to be a green?
That's a green.
So sarsaparilla.
Sage.
So check
Yeah.
this out. Check this out. Let me throw this over here. Don't caught me off guard. I was unready. All right. So sarsaparilla sage. Sarsaparilla is what's in root beer.
Okay.
Okay. And of course, sage is green. So
Yeah.
it's kind of a root beer green, is what it is.
Okay.
It is a Chrysler color. No, I'm not giving. Everybody wants to know what's the paint code.
Yeah,
Figure it out.
it-
You got a phone.
Yeah. Figure it out.
Anyway,
I love
yeah.
the color.
Yes. Just don't show the inside.
Okay. Oh, you got all your stuff in there right now. We're just gonna leave that alone right now.
Doors closed on this one, but yeah.
We were looking at it this morning, and I saw it when it came in. I've seen the videos online with it. And I'm like, such a neat color, but in person, I like it even better.
Yeah, it looks really good. It's something you need to see in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And it
Sarsaparilla
doesn't
sage.
It doesn't really change that much out in the sun like everybody thinks it would. It looks about as good in here as it does out in the sun.
Yeah, it's like a green gold sort of, like, I don't know. It's such a unique color. It's cool.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's it for the video. We finally found out the color of
Joe's or Southern
Transport's truck, sarsaparilla sage. It's
Yep.
such a neat color.
That is a pretty cool color. No, I really liked it.
The 589, the orange 589 was neat.
Yep.
Obviously on the gas truck was cool. That huge Mack was a really neat truck to look at.
Yep.
And then the weird suspension on them Kenworths.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a first for me, and there's not very many firsts that I've come across
Yeah.
in this industry.
It's a lot of cool trucks here. We've had such a good time at the show. So many people. We've talked to millions of people, I feel like.
Yep.
It's been wild. And the show hasn't even started yet, and you can start seeing the people that are coming in.
Yeah, they're
It's busy.
they're rolling in right now. So
Yep.
yeah, anyway, we got to get over to our booth, make sure everything's set up and super good to go. So anyway, hope you guys liked the video. If you want to see more content like this, you got to do all the stuff. You have to like, subscribe, follow us on all of our social medias,
At Semi Casual Show.
and then that's
See you on the
about
next
it.
one.
Right? See ya.
Later.